Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Shah and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathalite. In this video, we'll continue with exercise 3C from chapter Compound Interest Using Formula. So starting with question number 5. Ashok invests a certain sum of money at 20% per annum compounded yearly. Geeta invests an equal amount of money at the same rate of interest per annum compounded half yearly. If Geeta gets rupees 33 more than Ashok in 18 months, calculate the money invested. There are two people who are investing money. One is Ashok, another is Geeta. So let's see what information we have. So there's Ashok and there's Geeta. Ashok invests a certain sum of money. So the sum of money is not known, that is principal is not known. Okay, we have to find the money invested, that is sum of money. So when you don't know the principal, you assume it to be X rupees. Okay, at 20% per annum. So R is 20% per annum. Compounded yearly. So I'll just write down over here yearly. Geeta invests an equal amount of money at the same rate of interest per annum. So she is investing the same sum, that is same principal, at same rate of interest. So principal is X rupees, R is 20% per annum. Per annum compounded half yearly. So here is the difference. The interest is compounded half yearly. If Geeta gets rupees 33 more than Ashok in 18 months, calculate the money invested. Geeta is getting more interest than Ashok. Obviously, when the interest is compounded half yearly, then the interest or amount that you get is more than the other person, okay, than the person getting interest yearly. Okay, so basically the difference in amounts or difference in interest is 33 rupees. Okay, principal is same in their case. Okay, so when principal is same, you can take difference in amount to be 33 or difference in compound interest to be 33. Okay, so we'll come to this part later. Now in 18 months, so number of months is given. Now n is not number of months, it is number of years. So you have to convert the months to years. So 18 is 12 plus 6. So this is 1 year, this is half year. So 1.5 years. So n is 1.5 years. Here also 1.5 years. Okay. Now first we'll find the amount. Okay. So what is the formula for amount? It is P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. Now here the n for yearly, it is in fraction. Now whenever it is in fraction form for yearly compound interest, what you will do? Fraction part you will find the amount separately, and for the natural number part you will find the amount separately. Okay, so for 1 year we will find the amount separately, and for half year we will find the amount separately. Okay, that is basically iska jo amount hai, that will become the principal for the next half year. Okay, so over here for first year we need to find the amount. So for first year we'll use this formula. Okay, so for first year the amount will be this. So P is X, R is 20 and N will be 1 for, because you're finding for 1 year. So on solving you will get something in terms of X. Amount kuch milega in terms of X. Okay. Now you need to find for next half year. What you will do is take this amount as principal for next half year. Okay. Principal changes in case of compound interest. So you will not take this principal. No, for next half year this will not be the principal. For next half year this will be the principal. Okay, जो amount gather हुआ है that becomes the principal for the next period. So for next half year the amount that you got in first year, that will become the principal. Okay, now half year है. So for next half year, what will be the formula for amount? It is half year, so rate of interest becomes half. So you'll multiply n by 2. So the formula will be P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2. Okay, it will not be this formula. Half year hai, so rate of interest becomes half, and therefore n is multiplied by 2. Okay, so principal is the amount that you got in first year, r is 20%, n is half. Okay, so on substituting the values and solving, you will get something in terms of x again. Okay, amount will be something x. Now this part is sorted. Now coming to the second part, that is Geeta. Now half yearly hai. Over here for half yearly, what is the formula? It is p into 1 plus r upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2. Okay, we know modified formula hai, because rate of interest becomes half for half yearly, and you're finding the compound interest twice a year. Okay, the interest will be given twice a year. Alright, so amount will keep on changing. So over here you will just substitute the values. P is x, r is 20, n you will not substitute as 1.5. Okay, whenever the number of years is given in mixed fraction form, what will you do over here for half yearly? Convert it to proper fraction. Okay, so 1.5 hai, convert it to mixed fraction, sorry, proper fraction. Okay, this is mixed fraction, so 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3 upon 2. So n will be 3 upon 2. Okay, r will be 20, p will be x. On substituting the values, you will get something in terms of x. So here you are getting some amount, here you are getting some amount. Okay, difference in their amount is 33 rupees. Alright, you can also take difference in amount, you can also take difference in compound interest, because over here the principal is same. What is compound interest? It is amount minus principal. This is for Ashok and this is for Geeta. Okay, so amount different hoga, but principal is same in both the cases. Okay, so principal जब same होता है तो amount जो है, you can take the difference in amount or difference in compound interest, whichever you want. You can find interest, but that would become a lengthy method. All right, so compound interest क्यों find करना है? You don't need to find compound interest. Instead take the difference in amount. The difference in amount is 33 rupees. Okay, so over here, even if you take difference in interest, let's say you are taking difference in interest, Geeta is getting 33 rupees more in interest than Ashok. So interest received by Geeta, okay, interest received by Geeta minus interest received by Ashok is equal to 33. What is Ci over here? A minus P. Okay, minus Ci of Ashok, that will again be A minus P. We know here the amount is different. Okay, but principal is same. So when you open the brackets, what will happen? The principal will become positive, so principal gets cancelled. Basically the difference in amount is rupees 33. Okay, so even if you take interest, basically you are taking difference in amount only. Okay, we'll assume the sum of money, that is principal, to be x rupees. Okay, so we'll just add a statement in the beginning. Let the sum of money, that is principal, be x rupees. Okay, now we know that the principal, the sum of money and the number of years is same in both the cases, so we'll just write that down. Okay, so we'll just write down the given information. Principal is x rupees, rate of interest is 20% per annum, and n is equal to 18 months. We won't keep it in months, we have to convert it to years, so it will be 1.5 years. This is the common information for both Ashok and Geeta. Okay, now first we'll find the amount in case of Ashok. Okay, so in case of Ashok, the interest is compounded yearly. So in case of Ashok, interest is compounded yearly. Okay, so for first year we'll find the amount and then we'll find for the next half year. okay, because n is in the form of fraction. So for yearly, whenever n is in form of fraction, what you will do, you will consider the fractional part separately and the natural number part separately. Okay, so for first year we'll find the amount. So for first year, principal will be X rupees, rate of interest is 20%, and n is 1 year. Okay, since we are finding for 1 year, so using the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. Substituting the values, X into 1 plus 20 upon 100 raised to 1. 0, 0 gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 5s are. So we are left with X into 1 plus 1 upon 5. We don't need to write raised to 1, okay? So let us find the LCM, solve the brackets. So amount is equal to X into 5 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. That gives X into 5 plus 1 upon 5. So that gives X into 6 upon 5. So we can write it like this, 6x upon 5 is the amount. This is the amount in first year. We need to find the amount for next half year. So for next half year, we are not going to take X as principal. No. This will become the principal for the next half year. And since it is half year, you will use the modified formula. Divide R by 2 and multiply N by 2. Okay. So let us find the amount for the next half year using this as principal. Okay. So for next half year, principal is 6x upon 5, okay, rupees. R is 20% per annum and N is equal to half year. So we'll use the modified formula, that is P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to N into 2. Okay, so 6x upon 5 into 1 plus 20 upon 200 raised to n is half into 2. So 2 gets cancelled over here. Okay, so 0 0 gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 10s are. So we get 6x upon 5 into 1 plus 1 upon 10. Here we are left with 1. Okay, so take LCM. 6x upon 5 into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10. Now we don't need to write raised to 1. Okay, it's understandable. So A is equal to 6x upon 5 into 10 plus 1 upon 10. So 6x upon 5 into 11 upon 10. So 6 11s are 66. X upon 5 into 10, 50 rupees. So this is the amount received by Ashok after 1.5 years. This is the total amount, because we took the amount of first year as principal and then we found the amount for the next half year. So this is the total amount. Okay, so amount received by Ashok is rupees 66x upon 50. Now let us calculate the amount received by Geeta. In case of Geeta, interest is compounded half yearly. So just write it down. Interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, so you'll remember that you have to use modified formula. Now principal is X rupees, R is 20% per annum, and N is 1.5 years. Okay, so you won't keep it in mixed fraction form, convert it to proper fraction. So it will become 3 by 2 years. Okay, now let us start solving using the formula of amount. It is P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to N into 2. So X into 1 plus 20 upon 200 raised to 3 by 2 into 2. So 2 gets cancelled. Here 0 0 gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 10s are. So we get x into 1 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 3. Let's solve this. We'll take LCM first. So x into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 3. So amount is equal to x into 10 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 3. So we get x into 11 upon 10 raised to 3. So this will become 1331 upon 1000. Okay, you're supposed to know cubes and squares of these numbers. You at least remember it till 25. Okay, 20, 25. So it will become easy for you. So amount received by Geeta is this much. So we'll just write x afterwards. We'll write it as 1331x upon 1000. Okay, rupees. So amount received by Geeta is equal to rupees 1331x upon 1000. Okay. Now we know the amount received by Ashok also. Let us find the difference in amounts. That is, we know that amount received by Geeta, that is this, minus the amount received by Ashok is equal to 33 rupees, because Geeta is getting 33 rupees more. So this is the bigger value. The amount received by Ashok is smaller value. So bigger minus smaller will give you 33 rupees. Okay. So amount received by Geeta minus amount received by Ashok is equal to 33 rupees. So amount received by Geeta is 1331x upon 1000. Amount received by Ashok is 66x upon 50 is equal to 33. First we'll solve this part. We'll take LCM. Okay, so over here we'll multiply by 20. Okay, so 15 to 20 will give you 1000. So we want to make denominators same. So 66 into 20, that will give 1320x upon 1000 is equal to 33. So 1331x minus 1320x upon 1000 is equal to 33. So we get 1331 minus 1320 gives 11x is equal to 33 into 1000. Okay, so shifting 11, 33 into 1000 upon 11. So 11 3s are. So x is equal to 3000. Therefore principal is equal to 3000 rupees. Okay, so just add a final statement. The money invested is rupees 3000. Don't forget rupee ka symbol. Coming to next question, question number 6. At what rate of interest per annum will a sum of rupees 62,500 earn a compound interest of rupees 5,100 in 1 year? The interest is to be compounded half yearly. It's very easy. We are given all the information and we have to find rate of interest. So let us write down the information. R we have to find. At what rate of interest per annum will a sum of rupees 62,500? Sum means principal. So it is 62500. Earn a compound interest of rupees 5,100. So CI is 5,100 in 1 year. So N is 1 year. The interest is compounded half yearly. This is important part. When the interest is compounded half yearly, you will divide the rate of interest by 2 and multiply number of years by 2. Okay, so the formula will be modified for amount. So write down the interest is compounded half yearly. So you will remember that you have to use modified formula. Now Since CI is given to us, compound interest is given to us, let us use the formula of compound interest only. Okay, so CI is amount minus principal. Do we know amount? No. So what we'll do? We'll substitute the formula of amount. So it is P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to N into 2. Don't forget this part. Okay, minus principal. Now we'll substitute the values. So CI is 5100 is equal to principal is 62,500 into 1 plus R we have to find, so keep it as it is. Over here N is 1 minus principal is 62500. Now let us shift this on the other side. Okay, so it will become 5100 plus 62500 is equal to 62500 into 1 plus R upon 200 raised to 2. Keep the bracket as it is. Don't take LCM. You can, but that will become little more complicated. So instead, it's better keep it as it is only. Okay. Now, let's add this. So we'll get 67600 is equal to 62500 into 1 plus R upon 200 raised to 2. Now, what we'll do is we'll shift this on the other side. Okay. So, it will become 67600 upon 62500. There is into sign in between. Okay. So, it will go in denominator. Is equal to 1 plus R upon 200 raised to 2. Now, over here there is square. So, we don't need to actually use formula and solve this. What we'll do is instead we'll take square root on both the sides. So, make sure that you have square over here. Okay, you should get. So, on cancelling zeros we get 676 upon 625. Now 676 is square of 26. Okay, and 625 is square of 25. It is equal to 1 plus R upon 200 the whole squared. So if we take square root on both the sides, the squares will go away. Okay, so let us take square root on both the sides. So taking square root on both the sides. So we get 26 upon 25 is equal to 1 plus R upon 200. Okay, shift 1 on the other side. So we get 26 upon 25 minus 1 is equal to R upon 200. So let's take LCM over here. We'll multiply by 25 in both numerator and denominator. So 26 upon 25 minus 25 upon 25 is equal to R upon 200. So we get 26 minus 25 upon 25 is equal to R upon 200. So 1 upon 25 we'll shift 200, so it will go in numerator is equal to R. 25 8s are 200. Okay, so 8 is equal to R. Switch the sides. R is equal to 8% per annum. Okay, so box the answer. Don't forget to put percentage and write down the final statement. The rate of interest is 8% per annum. Coming to next question, question number 7. In what time will rupees 1500 yield rupees 496.50 as compound interest at 20% per year, compounded half yearly? Very easy question, very easy. In what time? They have asked time. Time means number of years. Okay, so whenever they ask you time, it is number of years. So number of years we have to find interest. All information is given to us. So let's write down all the given information. So n we have to find. In what time will rupees 1500 yield? Sum of money is yielding some money. So this sum of money, just say you are getting some more money. This is the principal. So principal is 1500. Yielding 496.50 as compound interest. So CI is 496.50 rupees at 20% per year. So R is 20% per annum. compounded half yearly. Very, very important part. When the interest is compounded half yearly, the rate of interest is divided by 2 and the number of years is multiplied by 2. So you have to modify the formula of amount. Okay, so just write down the interest is compounded half yearly. Now over here compound interest is given, so we need this information. So let us use the formula of compound interest only. Okay, so CI is A minus P. Do we know amount? No. So what we'll do? Substitute the formula of amount. So it is P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to N into 2. Don't forget this part. Okay, minus principal. Now let's substitute the values. So CI is 496.50, principal is 1500 into 1 plus R is 20 upon 200 raised to N into 2. N we don't know, we have to find. So N into 2 is 2N minus principal is 1500. Let's shift this on the other side. So it will become 496.50 plus 1500 is equal to 1500 into, over here 0 0 will get cancelled, 2 1s are 2 10s are. So 1 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 2n. We'll take LCM over here. Okay, now let's add this. So we'll get 1996.50 is equal to 1500 into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 2n. Okay, so 1996.50 is 1500 into 10 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 2n. Okay, so 1996.50. now let's remove decimal point. Okay, so 199650, that is we multiplied by 100. Okay, so simultaneously multiply by 100 in denominator. All right, so it will become 199650 upon 100 is equal to 1500 into 11 upon 10 raised to 2n. Okay, so 0 0 gets cancelled over here. All right, so we get 19965 upon 10. Let's shift this. So this is in numerator, it will go in denominator, is equal to 11 upon 10 raised to 2n. Now over here we are getting 19965 and 15. Let's try to cancel by 15. 15 hundreds are 15 ones are 15, 4 remains. So 15 3s are 45. Okay, so again 4 will remain, so 46. 15 3s are 45, 1 will remain, so 15 ones are 15. Okay, so we get 1331 upon 1000 is equal to 11 upon 10 raised to 2n. Okay, now our aim over here is to make the bases equal. Okay, because पावर फाइंड करना है. ओके, सो पावर फाइंड करने के लिए पहले हम लोग को बेसिस इक्वल चाहिए. बेसिस दैट इज द नंबर ओवर हियर. ओके, इन द ब्रैकेट. सो वी वांट दिस आल्सो, दिस टू बी इक्वल टू दिस. हाउ कैन आई ब्रिंग दिस इक्वल टू दिस? 1331 इज क्यूब ऑफ 11 and 1000 is cube of 10. So we are getting 11 upon 10. Over here we have 11 upon 10. Try to get 11 upon 10 over here. Okay, so 11 upon 10 raised to 2n. Over here both numerator and denominator have cube, so I can write common cube. Okay, law of indices. Now the bases are equal, something is equal to something and the bases are equal, then obviously the powers are also equal. So 3 is equal to 2n. Okay, so whenever you are given something, let's say x raised to a is equal to x raised to b, we know x is equal, so therefore this also should be equal. So therefore powers are equal. All right, so we'll just write down, since the bases are equal, the powers are equal, therefore 3 is equal to 2n. So since the bases are equal, the powers will be equal. Okay, so 3 is equal to 2n. So shifting to 3 upon 2 is equal to n, so that gives 1.5. Number of years. Okay, so don't forget to write years. All right, so n is 1.5 years. Write down the final statement. The time is 1.5 years. Coming to next question, question number 8. Calculate the CI on rupees 3,500 at 6% per annum for 3 years, the interest being compounded half yearly. Do not use mathematical tables. Use the necessary information from the following. So there are some values given over here. We'll use these values if we get these numbers. Okay, so we have to find the compound interest. So let's write down all the given information. Calculate the CI on rupees 3,500. 3,500 is principal. So principal is 3,500 at 6% per annum. So R is 6% per annum for 3 years. N is 3 years, and we have to find compound interest. So it's very easy. The interest being compounded half yearly. This is the important part. When the interest is compounded half yearly, in the formula of amount, you divide rate of interest by 2 and multiply number of years by 2. Okay, so you'll modify the formula. So just write down the interest is compounded half yearly. If you forget this, then the formula will be wrong and the answer will be wrong. Okay, so be very careful. Now we have to find compound interest. So compound interest is amount minus principal. You can find amount first and then use a formula and find compound interest. You can solve it that way also. Okay, so amount is principal into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2. Okay, minus principal. Now substitute the values. Okay, so 3,500 into 1 plus 6 upon 200 raised to 3 into 2 minus 3,500. 2 3s are and 2 hundreds are. So we get 3,500 into 1 plus 3 upon 100 raised to 6 minus 3,500. Okay, so CI is equal to 3,500 into, we'll take LCM, multiply by 100 in both numerator and denominator, raised to 6 minus 3,500. So 3,500 into 100 plus 3 upon 100 raised to 6 minus 3,500. So 3,500 into 103 upon 100 raised to 6 minus 3,500. Now I can write this in decimal form. Okay, so 103 upon 100 hai, so there are 2 zeros, so we put decimal point after 2 digits from right. So 3 0, and after this we'll put decimal point. Okay, so it will become 1.03 raised to 6 minus 3,500. Okay, so we are getting 1.03 raised to 6. All right, so we'll use this value. All right, we'll substitute this value, but don't substitute now. Okay, it will become difficult. If you substitute now, you have to multiply the entire number with 3,500. Instead, what you will do is take 3,500 common from both. Okay, so if you take 3,500 common, in bracket you are left with 1.03 raised to 6 minus, here nothing is left, so when nothing is left, 1. Okay, now substitute the value of 1.03 raised to 6. Okay, so we'll substitute this value now. So Ci is equal to 3500 into 1.03 raised to 6, so we'll substitute this value. Okay, so it will be 1.194052 minus 1. So 1.194052 minus 1, that will give you 0.194052. Okay, so 3500 into 0.194052. What you can do is, here there are 2 zeros, so you can apply that over here and shift the decimal 2 places to the right. Okay, so if you shift the zeros, that is basically यहाँ से 100 निकाल के you're multiplying the 100 over here, so it will become 19.4052. Now just multiply. Okay, so on multiplying we'll get 679.182. Okay, so just round it off to 2 decimal place. So third decimal place पे 2 है, so you don't need to add anything, so it will become 679.18 rupees. So just box the answer, don't forget rupee ka symbol, write down the final statement. The compound interest is rupees 679.18. Moving on to next question, question number 9. Find the difference between compound interest and simple interest on rupees 12,000 and in 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded yearly. Now we have to find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. So we have to find both. Okay, we have to find compound interest also, simple interest also. Now common information is given: principal, number of years, and the rate of interest is same in both the cases. Compounded yearly. Okay, so let us find compound interest and simple interest both. First we'll find simple interest because it's very easy. Okay, so let's write down all the given information. So for simple interest, principal is rupees 12,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. And time period is 1.5 years. Here just convert it to proper fraction or decimal, that is also okay. Okay, so you can write it as 3/2 years or also 1.5 years. Okay, that will also do. So now simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. So 12,000 into 10 into 3/2 or 1.5. You can also write 1.5. And if you write 3/2, then 2 will go in denominator. So 100 into 2. Okay. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 60s are. So we get 600 into 3, that is 1800 rupees. Okay. So simple interest is 1800 rupees. Now let us find compound interest. For compound interest, principal is same 12,000. R is 10% per annum. And N is 1.5 years. Now the interest is compounded yearly. Okay. When the interest is compounded yearly and the number of years is given in fraction form, what will you do? Solve this separately and this separately. That is, you will find amount in 2 parts. Okay, 1 year ka amount you will find first and then you will find half year ka amount. Okay, so what we'll do is first we'll take n as 1 and find the amount. Okay, so for first year, principal is 12,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum and n is 1 year. Okay, So amount will be principal into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. So it will be 12,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 raised to 1. Now students, in this case, whenever you are given in fraction form, okay, you cannot find compound interest directly because you have to find the amount in two parts. Okay, so first find the amount and then find compound interest. Okay, you cannot use the formula CI is equal to A minus P and directly find it because यहाँ पे amount directly नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, you have to find it in parts. So 0 0 gets cancelled over here. Here and here you cannot cancel. There is sign in between. Okay, so solve the bracket first. So 1 plus 1 upon 10. Okay, let's take LCM. So 12,000 into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10. Now we can take common denominator. So amount is equal to 12,000 into 10 plus 1 upon 10. So that gives 12,000 into 11 upon 10. 0 0 will get cancelled. 12 11s are 132. 0 0. So this is the amount in first year. Now for the next half year, this will become the principal. Okay, so 12,000 is not the principal. Don't take that as principal. The amount that you get in first year, that will become the principal for the next half year. Okay, so let us find the amount for the next half year. Now since it is half year, rate of interest becomes half and number of years you will multiply by 2. Okay, so we will use the modified formula for next half year and the principal will be 13,200. Okay, so let's find the amount in next half year. So for next half year, principal will be 13200. R will be 10% per annum and N is equal to half year. Okay, now we have to find amount. So it is P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to N into 2. Don't forget this part. Okay, so 13200 into 1 plus 10 upon 200 raised to half into 2. So 2 gets cancelled. Your 0 0 gets cancelled. So 13200 into 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 1. Let's take LCM and solve this. 13200 into 20 upon 20 plus 1 upon 20. So 13200 into 20 plus 1 upon 20. So we get amount is equal to 13200 into 21 upon 20. So 2, 6 are 12, 2, 6 are 12 and 0. Okay. So 660 into 21. So 66 into 21. 2 6 are 12. 2 6 are 12 plus 1 13. So 1386 and there was 0. Okay, 660 tha. So amount is rupees 13,860. Okay, this is the amount after 1.5 years. We are finding the total amount. All right. So we took amount of 1 year as principal and found for the next half year. So we have found the entire amount. Okay, in 1.5 years. So this is the amount. Now let us find the compound interest. So compound interest is equal to amount minus principal, that is 13860 minus 12,000. So that will give 1860. Okay, so we found compound interest. We know simple interest. Let us find the difference. We know compound interest is greater than simple interest. So CI minus SI is equal to 1860 minus 1800. Okay, so that will give 60. So box the answer, write down the statement. The difference in compound interest and simple interest is rupees 60. let's read the next question. Question number 10. Find the difference between compound interest and simple interest on rupees 12,000 and in 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Now we have to find compound interest and simple interest again. Okay, the principal, the number of years and the rate of interest is same for both. All right, now this sum is similar to the previous one. The only difference is here the interest is compounded half yearly, in previous one it was compounded yearly. Okay, now keep in mind students, this condition half yearly and yearly applies to compound interest, not on simple interest. Okay, simple interest half yearly भी find करोगे and half year का add करोगे, you will still get same answer as yearly. Okay, so simple interest के लिए it does not apply, half yearly condition does not apply to simple interest, it applies only to compound interest. Okay, so we have to find compound interest and simple interest. First we will find simple interest. So for simple interest, principal is rupees 12,000, rate of interest is 10% per annum, and number of years, that is time period, is 1.5 years. So you can write it as 1.5 or 3/2. Okay, now using the formula, let us find simple interest. So it is P into R into T upon 100. So this will give 12,000 into 10 into 3 upon 2, and here there is 100. So 2 60s are. So 60 into 30, again 1800. So simple interest we found, it is 1800. Let us find compound interest. Now the compound interest is getting compounded half yearly. So over here the rate of interest becomes half and the number of years is multiplied by 2. Okay, so let us now find compound interest. For compound interest, firstly it is getting compounded half yearly. So just write down the interest is compounded half yearly. So the formula of amount will be modified. Okay, now write down the principal, the rate of interest and number of years. So 12,000, rate of interest is 10% and number of years is 1.5 years. You don't keep it in mixed fraction form, you will convert it to proper fraction. Okay, so 1 plus half, it will become 3/2. Okay, so 3/2 years. Now using the formula of amount, you can find amount first and then find compound interest, or directly find compound interest in this case. In previous sum, what happened was we had to find amount in parts, so we couldn't find compound interest directly. Here you can find compound interest directly because we will directly find the amount. Okay, so amount minus principal. Amount will be principal into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2 minus principal. So 12,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 200 raised to 3/2 into 2 minus 12,000. 0 0 gets cancelled, here 2 gets cancelled. So 12,000 into 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 3 minus 12,000. So 12,000 into, take LCM, so 20 upon 20 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 3 minus 12,000. So CI is equal to 12,000 into 20 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 3 minus 12,000. So 12,000 into 21 upon 20 raised to 3 minus 12,000. Now zeros will get cancelled. Okay, so write 20 क्यूब हैज़ 20 इंटू 20 इंटू 20. सेम थिंग विद 21 क्यूब. 21 क्यूब का कुछ कैंसिल नहीं होगा, बट स्टिल just write it. You can directly find the cube. It is 9261. Okay, so 2 6s are 2 3s are and 2 1.5s are. Okay, so minus 12,000. So we get 1.5 into 9261 minus 12,000. Okay, so 9261 into 15. So 5 1s are 5, 5 6s are 30, 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 10 plus 3 13, and 9 5s are 45 plus 1 46, 1629. So we get 138915. Now put decimal point. There was decimal point after one number. Minus 12,000. So we'll get 1891.5. Okay, so compound interest is 1891.5. We found compound interest, we know simple interest. Let us find the difference. We know that compound interest is greater than simple interest, so therefore compound interest minus simple interest is equal to 1891.5 minus 1800. So that gives 91.5 rupees. So box this, write down the final statement. The difference in compound interest and simple interest is rupees 91.5. You can just add a 0 over here. Okay, so it can represent 50 paise. So don't forget rupee ka symbol.